Good morning. You joined me this morning. The sun's out. It is now. There was thick fog here earlier. I'm moored up here. I think it's Birstall. It's between Firmiston and Leicester. And we have the White Horse pub just over here. Can't tell you anything about it. I haven't been in there. Yeah. Time to make a move. I want to go and set the lock before I move. I can see it's not going to take much setting. The gate's actually parted, so what I got to do is push the lock gate open and go in. So here we go. I've just cast off and I'm just about to go into the lock. It's not a very deep lock, this one, but I do know that 3 of the 4 gate paddles, well, the 2 grain paddles and 1 of the gate paddles are out of action. So there's only 1 gate paddle to fill this lock up with from the top end. It's very slow, even though it's a very shallow lock. I know this because I came up and helped another boater through last night. He was single-handed, so as I was sat there not doing very much else, I came up and gave him a hand. You may have seen a boat moored behind me as I left this morning. I thought they were going to come up the lock with me this morning, but obviously not, so I've had to do the lock on my own. Never mind, I will carry on regardless. They'll probably catch up because there's a couple of them on the boat. There are a couple, so they'll probably catch me up anyway, a lock or 2. Well, whilst the lock continues to fill up here, it's nearly there, so I just want to show you something. This is something we get grown along the canal sometimes. These are wild hops. If you're into your beer making, wild hops grown along the side of the canal, and there's quite a few of them. Through here in this area, I'm thinking it was a load of old gravel pits, you know, where mineral excavation has been taking place, and Now we have a lot of little lakes, or actually some quite large lakes all the way through, which are now nature reserves, which is extremely nice to see. And this is what I was on about the paddles. This is the only paddle working, this gate paddle. Both gate paddle and ground paddle on the other side are all taped up, obviously out of commission. And also the ground paddle on this side is out of commission. So 3/4 of the paddle's not working, 75% down. It's taken a long time to fill the last little bit because this lock leaks like a sieve. I'll show you. Yeah, it's coming out really as fast as it's going in. Not very good. I think these lock gates need replacing very quickly. I cannot see any date on these locks, so I'm not sure how old they are. I imagine they're well past their sell-by dates. That's first little lock done at last. Took forever to fill that last little bit, but it's all done now, so let's continue with our journey. The swans enjoying themselves on the dry weir there. Shows how low water there is. I imagine that normally flows. Not only the swans, of course, the ducks as well. If my map reading skills are any good, and to be honest with you, they normally are, this is Leicester Outdoor Pursuit Centre. They appear to have all types of craft for you to enjoy yourselves for a day out on the river. I was hoping the moor somewhere near this bridge, bridge 13, but I don't see that happening. Unless there's more against the railings, but I think that might be frowned upon somewhat. Well, as I approached this bridge, I saw the two no entrance signs, and I'm thinking, I didn't see this part of the bridge because I was coming around the corner. I'm thinking, that looks a bit low to get through over there. Well, of course, when I came around the corner, there was another archway here, which of course would go under. This is Faircastle Road. I believe there's a lock just around the corner as well. You may be wondering why I'm going so very slow here at the moment. It'll be very obvious in a moment. Try not to sink you.
Thank you, that's very helpful.
Run out of arms. I'm guessing they were from the Outdoor Pursuit Centre we'd just passed. I only have the GoPro out here, and this is not really coming out very well here. I believe that big shiny building in the distance there is the Space Museum. Gate swung open a little bit, but it should close itself. There's a little bit of water pressure behind it. Bridge 10, Swan's Nest Footbridge, 1975, so it's quite a modern one. The old Wolseley chimney here was once a pair of an old knitwear factory, now long gone, unfortunately. I tried to look up to see what this building once was. I didn't really come to any conclusions. Today it looks like a car storage facility, new cars that is. It's all been levelled out behind this wall you can see. And this, I'm assuming, was once an old mill, or a factory anyway, and is now apartments. Very nice to see these old buildings get a new lease of life. I'll take it slowly. Good timing.
Big enough flag. I like your flag.
Oh, thank you. These are very new moorings here at Memory Lane. They look very good. The only problem is the shops that I require, they're not very close to. So I'm going to hope to carry on now and get moored at Friar's Mill on the floating pontoons there. Let's see how we get on. This is Friar's Mill floating pontoon moorings, which are gated. Unfortunately, there's not enough room for me to get in on here, so I'm going to have to continue. My boat won't fit in that gap. After there not being enough space at Friar's Mill moorings, I was intending to take a look at Castle Gardens to see if I could get moored there. I've just heard on the radio that some trouble was kicked off in Leicester. I've no idea what it really is going on. I've decided I'm not going to stop. I don't want to get caught up in any trouble, so I'm going to carry on and make sure I get right through Leicester today. As we come through Leicester, there's quite a few of these beautiful cast iron bridges we go under. I believe this is known as the Mile Strait. I'm not quite sure if it's a mile long or not though. And here is another one of those bridges. Quite see through there, but that's Leicester City football ground. This is basically the lock that takes us out of Leicester City. The blue building you can see through the trees here is Leicester City football ground. Well, I'm assuming this is St Mary's Mill, or was. So the lock I'm just about to go into is called St Mary's Mill Lock. I've got to try and find my way through that gap. That is probably half a boat's width, so I'll be hitting the weed on both sides going up through there. First of all, I've got to move the boat back a bit from the lock landing so I get the angle right. This is called Pennywort. Gap we've got coming up through. I thought about hops earlier. It's all hops growing all the way down there. Well, that was me going through the city of Leicester. Didn't intend to stop there. That didn't happen. That was on a much warmer day than I'm filming this outro on. And it was only, what, 5 or 6 days ago I came through Leicester. But I'm now actually still on the Leicester section of the Grand Union Canal. I came up Foxton Locks yesterday, which you'll see in another video coming up quite shortly. I'm now moored just before the Welford Arm. I should probably go up the Welford Arm. Haven't been up there for 2 or 3 years. Just to go up and see if some people I met up there before are still around. Very breezy, cool day today. It was wall-to-wall sunshine earlier, but now it's very cloudy. Well, I'm going to continue finishing off this little video. I want to try and get it uploaded while I have actually good internet signal here. So I'm going to hit the old upload button before I leave here to go up the Welford Arm. Because I know in Welford, internet and phone signals can be quite dodgy. So I hope to get it uploaded before I get there. Well, on this breezy, chilly day, I want to thank all my Patreon, PayPal and Super Thanks supporters. Your help really goes a long way for me keeping this channel going. And of course, everybody else that helps in all sorts of various different ways with some fantastic gifts you've sent me along the way. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. It's free and it really helps to grow the channel. And hit that old bell notification button. That way YouTube will inform you every time I upload a new video. Well, that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.